Welcome into the era of AI. Hello there and welcome. In this video, I'm going to teach you how you can create Mr. Beast-like YouTube thumbnails. Of course, we're not copying from Mr. Beast. I just want to show you some AI features that are going to literally stun you. You will not understand, what's going on because this is really going to be interesting. Okay, that's the least I could promise. So here, we have a couple of Mr. Beast YouTube thumbnails, of course, that you can find on YouTube. And this is what his thumbnails look like. We all know Mr. Beast. We all know what his thumbnails do look like. And so we're going to go and attempt to do something pretty much like this. So let's start with the first one. So I'm going to go and just name this Mr. Beast 1. I'm going to be sharing or downloading this particular thumbnail, the first thumbnail. And of course, I just want to go to ChatGPT right now, and I want to start a new conversation by deleting everything here. And I'm going to start a new conversation with ChatGPT, asking it, let me refresh because there's a bug. And I want to ask ChatGPT to actually go and describe this image to me in a short paragraph. So you can click right here on upload from computer, and you will upload anything you want to upload to ChatGPT. So I'm going to upload the picture. All right, then I'm going to say in one short paragraph, describe this image in detail. Now it's going to go and describe the image in detail, right? And after it describes the image in detail, what I'm going to go and do is I'm going to ask it to change the, let's just say, the description of the man's facial features to an Indian man. Okay, so just that is the little detail. I'm going to ask it to keep everything else. This image shows an Indian man. His clothes are tattered. There are explosions and sparks. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Now I want to copy this, and I want you to actually use both Leonardo. We're going to use both Leonardo, MidJourney, and DALL-E 3 just to show you what each of them is capable of. So starting off with DALL-E 3, I'm going to say generate a landscape sized image of this. So I'm going to leave it to go and generate the image. In the meantime, copy the prompt and then go to Leonardo. Inside of Leonardo, switch the size to 16:9. You can stay on Leonardo Phoenix if you want to, but actually, I'm going to stay on Leonardo Phoenix, but I just want you to switch to stock photo instead of something else. Well, I think we could go for maybe cinematic. Yeah, cinematic instead, because this looks like a movie. And then we can paste the prompt in here and just leave it do the work. Now, while Leonardo is also doing the work, I'd recommend you go to MidJourney, and inside of that server, remember the server. Click /imagine and paste your prompt, but at the end, don't click enter. Add a comma, 2 hyphens, AR, space 16, 2 points, 9, enter. And once you do that, it's going to go and start working as well. So I think each one of them is working. Let's see DALL-E 3's results. And you can see that DALL-E 3's result is pretty good, except for the fact that it's actually not realistic. Now, DALL-E 3 could absolutely be more realistic than this, but I'm not going to be going with this quality. What I'm looking forward to is an image that looks very realistic. And the software it can provide you with these images of that quality is either Leonardo and MidJourney. Okay, so you see here that Leonardo is kind of creating it, and we can see the pictures and pretty much the same concept, right? So we have a picture right here. We have another one right here. And we have another one right here. And so you can go with whichever one of them you actually think is good. In my case, I'm going to be going with the picture with picture number 1. I like it. So I'm going to download picture number 1, go back to MidJourney to check the images that MidJourney has generated. Now, MidJourney has also generated a couple of pictures, but they're a little bit far behind what I expected. So I'll go with the Leonardo image, right? So I'm going to click /swap ID, click here to drag the image from Leonardo. And then what this is going to do is going to upload the image, and then you can come over here and you can type in your name that you gave to yourself on this server, and you can send a command, and it's going to swap your face with that man in that picture, making it right. I think I made a mistake when it comes to the name, so I'm going to type the name correctly. Then I'm going to upload the image, and I think that right now we should be fine, right? And then click enter. And as a matter of fact, I can also do something very strange here. So after I try this, I can actually show you that you can swap your face as well with MrBeast if you want to. But here, notice that I did swap my face with that person in the picture. And not only did I swap my face, I have two variations. And then you can actually go and copy or save this image to your computer, and you can use it later. So I'm going to say, just download it as is. And that's pretty much it. Now, if I actually click /swap ID, I could take the MrBeast thumbnail. Of course, this is just educational. I'm not recommending that you do this at all. But I can try. Now, sometimes it works. Sometimes they tell you that that's a popular figure. We're not going to swap your face with him. But see that here, it did work because I did manage to swap my face with MrBeast, and it does look really realistic. So how about that? So, of course, we have two options. I think that this option is much better because we've created this literally. And then you can take your thumbnail back to Canva here. Now you can add a new page just to compare with the MrBeast thumbnail. You can add a new page, empty page. You can upload your design up into here. And what you can do is you can actually just add the filters to make the image look much better than it is. So for instance, in my case, I'm going to be uploading the image. There it is. So right now I'm going to set the image to the background. Then I'm going to click edit image. And I'm basically going to go ahead and adjust by clicking auto adjust. Then I can actually scroll down, add some sharpness and some clarity, some saturation, some other colors as well. So basically just editing this image slightly. And if we go and actually look at this full screen, so this is MrBeast thumbnail, and this is what I got. So inspired by a MrBeast video, you can create interesting thumbnails, right? In case, of course, your video is pretty much also the same concept. Now we have another thumbnail. So this thumbnail, I'm going to call it MrBeast 2. And I want to showcase to you that you can also apply the same concept. Only that this time, you will not be able to swap your face because there's many people. So we can do this, right? We can actually use our own picture and put our own picture right here and only generate an image of the kid and the rest of them. But I still think that this concept is actually, well, we can try it. Why not? So let's go and just download number 3. We're just exercising anyways, so we might just as well go to the limit. And then here, I'm going to go back to ChatGPT right here. I'm going to click upload, and I'm going to upload this picture. And I'm going to ask it to describe the background with the exception of the guy on the left. So I'm going to say, describe everything in the photo with the exception of the guy on the left. Which means that now it's going to describe everything excluding the guy on the left. This is a way to prompt ChatGPT. So here it says the image features da-da-da. Okay, so that's pretty good. So I like this. Now I'm going to copy this particular description, go back to Leonardo, paste it in, and this time around, I'm not going to rely on MidJourney because you saw the quality was not really great. So I'll be generating this image using Leonardo, and I will leave Leonardo to do the job. In the meantime, you can just wait until Leonardo generates the image for you. All right, so we have the thumbnail, and I think I'm going to be going with the first one. So now we have the image. What you can do is you can actually go and now add a new page. Now I'm going to add a blank page right here. Now in that blank page, you can go ahead and actually just drag your image created by Leonardo Phoenix. If dragging it doesn't work, click upload. Canva sometimes can have some bugs. So I'm going to click to upload my image, and I'm going to add it straight up. And then you can go ahead over here and you can just, right click, set the image to the background. And you can see the image right now is looking quite good. And if you want to focus a little bit more on the baby, you can do something like this. And here we are. We have a pretty good picture. And I like the baby. He's actually very cute. And, he's the boss. He is the boss. So you can see that, this is looking quite great. I'm going to edit and adjust, auto adjust. And I'm going to go and add some sharpness and some clarity, some saturation. Not that much saturation though, some other colors. And you can see how this looks. So of course, if you want to add a picture right here, you can go ahead and do it. Now, let's say for instance that I want to add this picture on the left. I can go and click edit image and use the background remover option. Let's say that this is the picture of your picture that you want to add. And I would like to go and auto adjust this. Scroll down, add some sharpness and some clarity and some saturation. A little bit more saturation, some vibrance, some other colors. And I think a little bit of contrast, or actually a little bit less. More highlights, shadows, and a little bit of brightness. And now I can take this image and actually push it like this, maybe place it somewhere right here. And guess what? Right now we have a thumbnail. Now, of course, you can use a picture of a smiling man if you want to. So we're just teaching you the basics. But you can see that, we, with low budget, we can kind of create beautiful images. So the baby is pretty much a realistic version of this one, but the thumbnails look really good. So now let's go for MrBeast 3, and that will wrap up the MrBeast thumbnails, because in the next video, I'm going to be showing you how you can use this tool, Leonardo Phoenix, to generate all kinds of thumbnails that you never thought possible. So first off, let's go here and click on MrBeast thumbnail 3. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to go to page 5, click done, and I want to download. So I want to ask ChatGPT as well at this time to describe the picture, including the text in it. And I'm going to go and click upload. And I want to basically ask it to describe the picture, including the text in it. So describe this in one paragraph, including the text in it, and click enter. So I'm not going to make the man an Indian man this time, because obviously it doesn't have to be. We just did that because I just want to show you that you can play with the prompts. But you can see here that, this is really good. So now I'm going to copy this prompt, go right back here into Leonardo, click enter, or paste the prompt, and then click enter, and then generate. And this way, it's going to go ahead and basically generate the picture for us. And at the same time, we will crop our face, or we will swap our face with that person. Now, mind you that the face swap inside of MidJourney only works in case you have a picture with one face. But if you have a picture with multiple faces, it will actually probably work, except for you will probably they'll swap your face with every person on that picture. So these are just some of the things you need to know. So here the picture is being generated. I'm just going to wait. Okie dokie. So perfect. You can see here we have a couple of thumbnails. So it's up to you to choose whichever character you want to go with. I'm going to go with number 1. And you can see that not only does it generate a thumbnail, but it generates a thumbnail with text. And that brings us to the importance of Leonardo Phoenix. Its ability to generate thumbnails with text. Now, of course, MidJourney and ChatGPT can also provide images with text, except for the number or the mistakes that you will get are a lot. They make a lot of mistakes with text. Leonardo makes some mistakes, but not too much compared to Leonardo and ChatGPT, or ChatGPT's DALL-E 3. So I have my image. Now what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to go here and click / swap ID and entitle this Hamza. And I'm going to basically go over here and upload the image, which one I want to swap my face with. So I'm going to click, and I'll just be clicking enter. And you can see right now that it will proceed to just generate the image for us. Now, there you go. This is awesome. That's exactly what I look like. So here you can see, this is me on an island. And yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and save this image as, and this is one of those thumbnails, right? So inspired as well by MrBeast. It could be inspired by anyone. MrBeast is just an example. We just gave an example of MrBeast. Now let's come back here and go to Canva. Now I'm going to go ahead over here and click on the plus icon right here. So I'm going to add a page, and basically I'm going to go and upload a file, which is nothing more than my image on an island. So let me go ahead and upload it. Then I'm going to actually go and set the image to the background, and I'm going to click on the edit image. And by the way, here's one thing, if you want some magic, let me show you some magic. First of all, let me just go and auto adjust. And I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to add some sharpness, some clarity, some saturation, some other colors. But let's say that, for example, you want to be creative. You can use the magic grab tool inside of Canva, and you can actually grab this character and move him slightly to the other side. I can grab him and the spear, and I can click grab. This way, I grab the person, and I can move him from here to here a little bit. The reason why I want to move him is because I want to show you that you can do a magic trick. First of all, just give me some time. Now let's move the character slightly over here. And you can see that he kind of is on, the day 4 or day 6 is kind of right there. Now, by the way, you can also select text, but I'll be doing one thing a little bit different than that. I'll actually move him slightly like this. And then I want to go ahead and play with this. So I want to grab you can, by the way, you can grab Mr. Beast. You can grab Mr. Beast out of the picture, make it seem like I'm hanging with Mr. Beast on the beach, but I'm not going to be doing that. I'm going to be doing this instead. I'm going to be going right here to the upload, and I'll be actually uploading the previous image, which is the image where the face was not swapped. And if I click, I can actually edit this image, and all I need right now is the person. So I need to use the magic grab tool, and I'll grab the person here with his arrow. Looks like my twin. And I'm going to go and grab. So now once I grab the person, I can get rid of everything else. And we can make it seem like me and this guy are hanging on the beach. So it's really, there's different ways to be creative. You can play with these things however you like. Obviously, you can have some fun. But as of now, I'm just going to go ahead and delete this. And you can see that there's this guy also. And you can maybe, make it a little bit bigger than this. And you can go and edit the image as well, kind of like just auto-adjusting the images. And you can also go and, flip the image horizontally to the other side. And you can see that, this is the way it looks, making it seem like we're kind of hanging on the beach together. So you can position it to the back and you can see, what this looks like. So it's really up to you what you can do with this. So like I said, it's pretty funny. There's many things you can do. So hopefully you've enjoyed this so far, and I'll be seeing you in the next tutorial. The next tutorial is very, very interesting. It's going to show you how you can utilize the advantage of Leonardo AI to actually generate awesome looking thumbnails. So do not miss that, and I'll see you in the next video.